Welcome to another episode of the MavRealty Podcast. Today, I have a very special guest, Lisa Meyer from Loan Depot. Welcome, Lisa.
Thank you. Hi, everyone.
So, Lisa, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, let's see. I've been in the mortgage business for the last 15 years. Prior to that, I moved here in 2004 from Syracuse, New York area, and I love Florida. I fell in love with Florida as a teenager when I was invited down by my friend whose grandfather had a home on Sanibel Island. So I always knew I wanted to move here, but it took me a long time to get here.
Yeah, I have a very similar story. I mean, my wife's from Florida, I'm from Louisiana, and just making trips over here, you just really learn to love, it's just one of those things, like if you're always in your hometown, you never know what's out of it, you know?
Right, right. Well, Syracuse is very cold and we got a lot of snow. The year I moved down, we broke the record for the most snowfall in any one given month
Wow.
in January 2004. So that was when I made my final decision. I was moving. I was tired of shoveling.
So you have a very unique role at Loan Depot. Tell us about that.
Okay, so I'm what you call a loan consultant. I'm a loan originator, mortgage broker, whatever you want to call. Basically, I help home buyers buy homes. I take a look at their income, their assets, their credit, and help them decide on a loan program and help them achieve really a dream of owning a home.
How rewarding is that?
Super duper rewarding.
Yeah.
Yes, I've had people cry at the closing table when they never thought they'd be able to buy a home. When people can pay less for a mortgage payment than they were paying in rent, and pass down something to their children.
Yeah.
So it's exciting.
I want to kind of touch more about your area of expertise, kind of like what makes you an expert.
So I just think years of experience. I'm very detail oriented. If I say someone is pre-approved for a mortgage, they are pre-approved. I dig in, I make sure I gather the documents we need. Very rarely would anything fall apart because I've made a mistake. I do make mistakes, but it's rare because I try to do my due diligence. Now, occasionally you'll have someone who might not tell you the whole truth or omit certain things, and that can crash a deal. Or an inspection can crash a deal, but it's not because I didn't do my job
Right.
pretty well.
Right. That's one of the things that I've always learned about mortgage companies and title companies. Be upfront. Like you should be your most transparent with these people.
I'm a little hard sometimes as far as I tell them, listen, I'm going to ask you for a lot of stuff. It's because I want this process to go smooth for you. I want you to enjoy looking for a home and finding that home and not have to worry about all the paperwork and
Right.
surprises that could pop up.
Tell us about Loan Depot.
So Loan Depot is the second largest non-bank lender in the United States.
Wow.
So we're second to Quicken Loans. And then we're the fifth largest lender of all lending institutions, banks, mortgage companies. So we're pretty big.
Usually, when you hear like a big chain, like Loan Depot's, you said it's the second biggest in the nation.
Right.
Sometimes that makes people wary to go with them. They would rather support maybe like a smaller mortgage originator. So let's help put people's minds at ease why they should go with Loan Depot.
We have so many different programs we can offer being so large. We have the staff that can get things done quickly if necessary. But really it boils down to your loan officer too. I mean, you're going to have different types of loan officers working for different companies. And you're going to build that relationship hopefully with me. And, I'm the detail girl and I'll get the loan done.
So how did you get started with Loan Depot?
I was working for a smaller mortgage company, which was awesome. I love them. But what happened was I kept losing clients due to interest rate. And Loan Depot's name kept popping up. And I'm like, wow, they offer some really good rates. And then I had someone that knew the buyer that went with Loan Depot, and I asked them about their experience, and they had a good experience. And about the time I was thinking about a change, ironically, a Loan Depot recruiter called me and left me a voicemail. And I didn't return the call for like a week. And when I did, I asked her some very pointed questions, and decided that I wanted to talk with a manager here in Tampa. And so they convinced me. Their technology is amazing at
Wow.
Loan Depot. So sometimes I can, in the same day, get a loan all the way through and approved, verify their income, their assets automatically, and assure them we've got a solid approval. All we need is title and appraisal, and we could pretty much close.
That's awesome.
So yeah, it's rare that you get those, but it's nice to be able to do it. And sometimes even get an appraisal waiver. I've had a couple loans where we didn't even need an appraisal. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. What other programs do y'all offer?
We have your traditional, conventional FHA, VA, USDA loan programs, but we also offer 203K programs and Fannie Mae home-style renovation loan programs. We offer loans on condos, non-warrantable condos. We have crazy programs like 24-month bank statement programs where a borrower might be self-employed and not be able to prove with tax returns what they're really earning, but with bank statements that you can see deposits. So yeah, we have a lot of different loan programs we offer.
So tell us a little bit more about your veteran program.
What I've been finding is that any veteran that purchased in probably 2017 or 18, most likely their rates are in the 4s and 5s. And we have a special right now where I'm able to, most veterans get their rate down in the 3s somewhere and save them a bunch of money. There's a interest rate reduction program that the VA offers that you don't need an appraisal, you don't need an inspection, I don't need to verify income, as long as they're making on-time payments, and their credit's still good, that we can probably get them a lower interest rate.
Wow.
Yeah, so maybe take a look at some of your past veteran clients out there, and give them a call and say, hey, what's your interest rate? By the way, do you know anyone buying or selling?
Yeah.
That you can refer to me.
Right.
Give it your way to touch those clients, see how they're doing.
Let's talk about first-time home buyers.
Okay.
What kind of programs do y'all have for them?
We have, the traditional FHA 3.5% down. We also offer a conventional 3% down program, which, to be a first-time home buyer doesn't mean you never owned a home. It means you haven't owned a home in the last 3 years.
Wow, I did not know that.
Yeah, so you could get in a conventional loan for as little as 3% down, FHA 3.5%, and we do offer USDA, no money down. That's restricted to certain areas, and it's income driven. So, and we do have a down payment assistance program as well. Again, usually it's certain income limits, certain credit scores required, things of that nature.
So Loan Depot has partnered with MavRealty. Tell us a little bit about that partnership.
They partnered with us because of our technology and our service. We have some amazing technology. We run the loans right through Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac. Sometimes we get appraisal waivers. We can get loans approved the same day, when they're simple.
Yeah.
And customer service is important. We have a really great team behind us. I ask my assistant to make update calls every week on the loan to all parties, to the title companies, to the realtors, to the buyers, and make sure we're all on the same page. Hey, title company, where's that title work? Did you order the survey? Just make sure everybody's, on point.
Well, and MavRealty is so tech driven. It just makes sense to partner with other companies that are so tech driven, because it just makes the whole process just a little bit faster.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, I mean, if we can get these home buyers into their homes faster, everybody's happy. It's a win-win-win.
Absolutely.
So do you have any hobbies?
Oh, I do. So I love being on the water. And of course, Florida is a great place for that. I love the
Right.
sun. If I could be on a boat every day, I probably would be if I could be using my laptop. But
Right.
yeah, so I love the water. I love being outside. I also have 2 Boston Terriers. I'm a dog lover. And I'm part of the Boston Terrier Rescue of Florida, so I help with rescues.
Okay.
And I even wrote a children's book about Boston Terriers.
Wow.
So that's pretty cool. It's published, so
Yeah.
So that's
We
exciting.
will post a link below.
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I like giving back to the community. I don't know. I enjoy Florida a lot and being
Yeah.
outside in the sun and things like that.
Let's talk about food.
Food. Okay. I love food.
Yeah.
It's my weakness.
So you just recently moved to the St. Petersburg area.
Yes.
What's your favorite? I know you've probably been restaurant exploring. What's your new favorite restaurant right now?
I don't really actually have one yet. I'm still working, on my home and getting that ready, but I do love seafood. So if anyone
Okay.
has some good recommendations for good seafood restaurants,
Okay.
I need them.
Yeah, leave a comment. Help Lisa out.
Yes, thank you.
Lisa, do you have any closing thoughts?
Yeah, I'm here for you guys. Call me, even if it's not my client and you want to run something by me. It might smell fishy or something just doesn't sit right. I have an example of a realtor that ran by me asking me about USDA timelines, if they were going to be able to close on time. And the lender hadn't submitted it to USDA yet. The lender wasn't returning their calls. Come to find out, as I dug in, they had them in a completely wrong loan program. Yeah, so they weren't even able to do the loan USDA. So I had to flip it to FHA and get it closed quickly. But I'm here for you guys if you need me. Even if it's not my client, I'm happy to answer any questions or do some digging for you.
Awesome. Well, that's great. So thank you so much for being here today. It was awesome. Learned a lot about mortgages. There's a lot of first-time homebuyer myths that I didn't know, and I'm glad you covered that. That was awesome.
Good. And buy my book.
Yeah, buy her book. Every child needs to read about Boston Terriers.
We're kidding, but that would be nice.
We're kidding, but there is a link.
Thank you.
Yeah. So if you like this podcast, make sure give us a like, give us a comment, share it, tell somebody, and if they're looking for a loan, reach out to Lisa.
And looking for seafood restaurants, tell me about them.
Bingo.
Thank you.
So thank y'all so much for tuning in, and y'all just stay tuned. Thanks.